Welcome to the VegasLife Podcast, where we talk about the hustle, the lifestyle, and how to build wealth right here in the city of opportunity, Vegas. Today, we're talking about something that on a lot of people's mind, how to go from dream to keys faster than you ever thought. You don't need perfect credit. You don't need a huge down payment. You just need the right strategy, right? And that's why I brought in my lending partner, Kevin Sherba from GFL Capital Mortgage.
20
yes. years.
So you also need a good team.
Good team. That's
Right.
the most important thing.
Teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I mean? Oh, see, this is why you need to have the board there, bud.
Oh,
You know,
sorry.
I didn't mean to,
I didn't mean to mess up the flow.
No, it's all right, bro. There you go. That's what you need.
Yeah.
He can't do it without the air horns. You know what I mean?
Yes. It makes it more lively.
All right. So anyway, you gotta have the right team. And what it does is allows you to take a relaxing seat back.
Yeah.
Let everybody else handle it.
Yeah.
People that do mortgages are going to take care of you. People that do real estate will take care of that side of the transaction.
Absolutely.
All you got to do is just be the customer.
Yeah. And
You
what's
know?
good is to link in with somebody that has the right team, because they'll put all the pieces into place. You know, if you need a mover or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's very important to get with people that are resourceful. So
Yeah, I think that you had something that you were saying about a theme for the show was how to get approved for a mortgage, and what were you saying?
Yes.
7 days or less?
I said, what did I say?
And I was like, it's 24 hours.
24 hours, right? I said
would you approved?
Yeah. From dreams to keys, how to get approved in 7 days or less.
Right.
And then Kevin's over here
Said 24 hours.
Less than that.
7 days is when you can close a loan.
Less than
but
that.
to get you approved a home is 24 hours.
Yeah.
Call me, do an application,
Yeah.
submit your documents. We look over everything, talk to an underwriter, and it's done the next day.
Yeah. So why does getting approved fast actually matter in a market like Las Vegas?
Well, I think that a lot of people that are, I guess, not really confident in what they can afford, right? They're going to go
Right.
out, they're going to waste their realtor's time, they're going to waste their own time looking
Yeah.
at things that they can't really buy.
Right.
So it saves time if you get fully approved. A lot of companies, I think the bigger banks that the big names out there will do pre-qual.
Yeah.
You go online and you say, I think my credit score is this, and I make about this much, and this is what I want to buy, right?
Yeah.
And they shoot out a pre-qual letter. Say, oh, yeah, it looks
Right.
like that'll qualify. And then come to find out when you get into escrow, you're not approved for it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all bad. Wasted time.
Right. And that those type of companies or banks might take 7 to 10 days to tell you. They're sometimes even worse. And you're like at the end, and they're like, well, we can't get you approved, so
Yeah.
you just wasted a whole 30 days.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know what that's like, being a realtor. I'm all about efficiency and
Right.
saving time. Sometimes people are like, hey, I want to look at this property, and I already know the area. And then, so this is one thing I say. I was like, okay, a lot of times my clients can knock out, properties by just driving the area. Drive the area first. If you still want to look at it, we'll go look at it.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm trying to save my time too, because my
Right.
time is valuable.
And they're
as
going to
well.
be like, they drive up and it's like,
Chris, we don't need to see this one.
see a whole bunch of crime outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
no.
have to definitely. It always makes sense to. And I used to call it infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
A lot of
yep.
people will be like, "Oh, there's this new homes over here that they're at bargain prices and they're brand new, and that neighborhood might be like a fill-in neighborhood
Yeah.
on an old neighborhood."
Yeah.
We can't really tell you not to go to certain neighborhoods and stuff like that because that's a law.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you can make your own opinion about a neighborhood just by driving. Go see where you're going to go grocery shopping. Go
Yeah,
see where your kids are going to go
exactly.
to school. See what it's going to look like if your kids were to walk home from school.
Yeah.
And I always tell my clients too, like if a realtor says that someone's going to be touring the area for a home to buy, go at night.
Or in different times too.
Right.
Different times. Yeah.
Pull up to a gas station in your neighborhood.
Feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
And see what's going down.
see if anybody's hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Out there.
Is it going to be safe for your wife to be filling up her tank at 10 o'clock at night?
So let's break down what someone actually needs to move fast to get pre-approved.
Well, they need to have a little bit of confidence in themselves and not disqualify themselves.
Okay.
Okay, because there's a lot of programs out there for folks that might think they don't qualify. There's a lot of misconceptions people have. They listen to their aunt, uncle, mother, father, grandfather, grandmother about back in my day, you had to have 20% down, and
Right.
you had to have an 800 credit score to buy. That's not. There's so many programs out there for people that are either short on the down payment or maybe lacking the credit that they need or they think they need, or a combination of both. You usually have to have one of the three pieces. It's usually assets or / collateral, like money in the bank, good credit, and income.
Right. So those are the three pieces. They have to have one of the three.
One of those three.
Okay.
Needs to be stellar.
Yeah.
If the other two are suffering.
Right.
Or they could just be all in the average area and you get a traditional loan. But there's down payment assistance for people that are short on cash. There is low credit qualifying for people that maybe had some credit issues. They're going to have a larger down payment typically.
Yeah.
Once you go under 580 with FHA or VA, you have to have 10% down. Well, not VA, sorry, just FHA.
Yeah.
So you'll have to have cash versus having good credit. And then they have like non-QM products. Unfortunately, here in Nevada, they don't allow you to do that for primary residents, but like stated income or bank statement doc.
Yeah.
Those are for people that can't prove their income, but they're going to have more assets for down payment or possibly a higher credit score.
So if someone has one of the three, can we still approve them in 24 hours too?
Well, what we can do is give them an answer in 24 hours.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I guess approval means that you have to, get approved, right? You have to have me look at it. Everything looks good. We're going to approve you for a product, right?
So basically,
but I can get them an answer in 24 hours. So even if they don't have any of those three, I can put them on a plan in 24 hours too.
Okay. So basically, to clarify, once you say, hey, we can get this done, like you have the pieces, we can get this done, that approval happens in 24 hours or less. Right? Yeah.
Right.
But if there's pieces missing that we need to fix.
Right. So that's the main thing, is being very detail oriented when you fill out your app and you're uploading your documents. Make sure you get what we're asking for front, because that's going to cut into your 24 hours. If I look at it the next day and I can't put it all together, then it's going to be another 24 hours that for you to, I got to go home, but I missed this pay stub or I missed this W-2 or whatever. We're going to have to do it the following day again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Depending on work schedule and stuff, like if someone's ready to go, they're going to be ready to go. Probably in less than 24 hours.
Yeah. So
I've had it to where I've talked to someone on the phone at 1 in the afternoon and they got me their stuff at 2.
Nice.
And I'm able to get a hold of them and get things moving before 5 or before 6 o'clock before I leave the office.
Oh, sweet.
So
on the application, what's on that checklist that they need to get prepared?
Depending on so like I said, income, assets, and credit.
Okay.
Right. So
bank statements.
So the application itself is step 1.
Okay.
Right, because we got to know 2 years of work history.
Okay.
At least 2 years of where you've lived.
Mm-hmm.
And then declaration questions like, are you in bankruptcy? Are you not in bankruptcy?
Okay.
Are you in a lawsuit? Are you not in a lawsuit? Are you a first-time home buyer? Are you not a first-time home buyer?
Okay.
Those questions. And then just name, date of birth, social, the basic personal information. So the application is basically step 1. That's one of the pieces that we're going to need.
And is there a fee for the application?
$0.
$0.
Maybe a fee for your time. It's going to take you about 10, 15 minutes to put it together. Maybe 20, 25 if you're not a computer person or you need to type slow.
10, 15 minutes, and then now you get a clarity on what you need. Right. Okay.
Right. And if someone's really doesn't like to work with computers or their cell phone, I've been in the business a long time.
Yeah.
We didn't always have.
He doesn't like to work on computers either.
We didn't always have a. No, I do. Just not as much as this nerd over here.
I am a big nerd. I am.
But so, I have not always had an online link. We can do stuff old school.
Yeah.
With the conversation.
Yeah.
But I need your docs in order to fill out your application.
Yeah.
So we'll request what kind of documents we need.
Okay.
And then we'll fill out the application according to those documents.
What's the best process for them to call you right away or to just click the link and just
either way?
applying?
I mean, it depends. I like to have a personal connection with a client, go over their scenario, give them pointers on, have that pre conversation.
Okay.
But if they are, say they're busy, they have a busy schedule or whatever, and they want to get me their I'll have more information if you fill out your app and give me your docs first.
Yeah.
I'll have more concrete answers for you when you call me.
Okay.
But I also like to just make an introduction. What's your goals? What's your plan?
Nice.
It's always going to end with, I need your app and I need your docs in order to do anything further, but that's up to them.
So what we'll do, we'll put down below a link to book a call with you, because I know you're very busy as well, to book a call. And then once you book that call, we'll send you the link of the application, right?
Yep.
So
and
it's
the
a nice, easy process.
Yeah. Application link gets you to the application and doc portal.
Yeah.
It's all one step. Once the application's done, you'll get an email with a link to the doc portal to upload your docs.
Yeah. And it's very important that you guys get, pre-qualified, pre-approved before you hit me up and we go look at houses, because we want to save time.
Right.
Because if you look at houses now and then something
and you're not ready,
and then you try to get pre-approved, that's a process, and then
right.
that house could be gone.
And that happens so much
all the time. Yeah.
We always talk about buyers getting the cart before the horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
They go, oh yeah, I want to buy a house. Let me get with the real estate agent and go look at homes.
Right.
Then they're, on a Saturday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon calling me saying, hey, I really want this house. There's a whole bunch of offers on it. I got to get a pre-approval letter in order to put it on. I'm like,
and goes into a hyper mode.
And then I go into hyper mode and I have to yell at them, and not really yell at them. I have to break their heart with it and say, I can't give you a pre-approval letter if you're not pre-approved.
Right. Yeah.
And I can't pre-approve you unless I have your apps and docs.
And you are really good about getting it done the right way, how it's supposed to be, and I commend you for that.
Well, last thing I want to do is upset a realtor like you, one of my realtor partners, with why'd you give me the pre-approval letter? Why'd you give them the pre-approval letter? And then I make you waste your time and get wasting their time. So not something I want to do.
What should people fix before applying so they don't get slowed down?
Fix before applying.
Yeah. So like if they're hesitant because they need to fix.
Want them to do any of that? That's a good question.
Yeah.
They should fix nothing. They should have that conversation with me.
Okay.
Apply, upload your docs as if you qualify.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you what to fix if it doesn't work.
That's what I like about
that's
you.
the difference.
Yeah. That's what I like about working with you and how you work, is that because of something like that.
Right. Because the last thing I want a buyer to do, especially a first-time home buyer that's never bought before, doesn't understand mortgage guidelines, to go and Google themselves and trying to figure out it on their own. I mean, it's fun, maybe if that's their hobby or whatever, but what it comes down to it is that I'm going to be able to tell you exactly what you need. And if you're missing one of those pieces, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is and how to get there, versus having a general idea of, oh, I need to get my credit score up to X or Y, Z. The problem with that is that you might have talked to, let's say, I don't want to name drop, but let's say one of the big 3 banks, right? And you applied for a mortgage with them, and they're like, well, you got to get your credit score up to 620, right?
Yeah.
That's because that's their guideline.
Right.
But I work with 85 lenders.
Yes.
We can do FHA down to 500.
Yeah.
We can do VA down to 500 credit score. So now that person, because they didn't talk to me, is waiting to get their credit score above 620 when they could have bought a house 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And then the opportunity has been missed because they're going off of what they heard from a bank that has one set of guidelines.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important. The first step is just to call me, regardless of whether you think you're going to qualify or not. Don't fix things on your own until we've looked at your situation, and then I can tell you what to fix.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, that's just a great service, and just for people that just need to have clarity of what they need to do and put themselves in the great position. So I've been dealing with a lot of renters too. Are you able to help renters put themselves in position to rent and then be able to buy? Because right now, a lot of people it's really hard for them, or at least weigh out whether renting or buying is for them.
Right. So that's something that I've always wanted to do, was to essentially talk to someone who's in a 12-month lease. Is that what you've been working with? A lot of 12-month leases?
Yep.
So the good thing to do is maybe set up a call with them 6 months in.
Okay.
Or the way that you could also do it is, we actually have one of our loan officers is also an investor.
Okay.
And she has her tenants fill out a loan application to rent her homes.
Okay.
And what that does is allows her to say, okay, well, hey, you're going to rent my home. That was the whole plan. But you may be able to buy a home later because X, Y, Z.
So the same application that they would fill out.
So what you could probably do with your renters is have them fill out the loan application.
Yeah.
And say, hey, I'm going to go show you some rentals, but it's important that you fill this loan application out so that I know your qualifications, so that when I talk to property managers and other realtors that are renting these homes, I know where you're at.
Yeah.
I have my finance guy, Kevin, who also does my mortgages for my home buyers.
Yeah.
Run my renters apps so that he can verify your income, assets, and credit for your rental apps.
Yeah.
And then that way I can give them that call that says, okay, hey, you're going to rent this house. Your plan was to rent this house. I know you don't have any plan to buy, but this is what you qualify for now. This is what you can qualify for in 6 or 12 months when your lease is up. So it kind of gives them an idea of what they're going to be able to qualify for.
And then, so what about for people that are VA? I heard you used to work with VAs exclusive,
You
or
know, I
a
mean,
lot?
we still do. It's just that we had, I guess, a couple of years where we were doing a lot of VA financing. The cool thing with veterans loans is 100% financing.
Yeah.
So no down payment required. Lower rate than conventional. It's got a kind of an FHA interest rate without the mortgage insurance part. So
Yes,
FHA
yes.
is, so let's say your conventional rate 6.5. FHA might be a 5.5%
Okay,
rate.
okay.
But it's got $200, $300 in mortgage insurance every month,
Right.
which makes it a 6.5% roughly interest rate. Just kind of a rule of thumb to kind of think about. So the payment on a 6.5% conventional is going to be less than a 5.5 FHA because FHA has the additional mortgage insurance every month.
Yeah.
But with VA, that point difference between a government and a conventional the interest rate's still there without that monthly mortgage insurance. So it's actually a big discount.
Yeah.
So there's benefits there as far as lower rate and payment, no mortgage insurance, 100% financing, and to qualify for a VA is easier than your conventional financing.
So if you got a VA, if you have VA benefits,
Right.
make sure you hit us up, hit the link below, and let's give them a quick 3-step process to get approved in hours or less.
Call. No, I'm just kidding.
Book a call. You could book a call.
Right.
Call.
Right.
Wait, yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Or message. There you
Call,
go.
message, call. Yeah, whatever the case may be,
Book,
give
call,
me a call.
email.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we can take a look at it, have that initial conversation, whether you're going to rent or buy. I can help you with that. We'll send you the link, fill it out. We'll get things going.
Yeah, there you go. This is the Vegas Life Podcast. We are here at GFL Capital Mortgage. Vegas Life. Las Vegas is for sale. We're out. Peace.